Hi, I'm Serena with Soleil to Moon, and today I want to share with you 3 exercises that you could do right from your office space and right from your office chair. So, first off, why might these be helpful for you? Well, these exercises today are going to be targeting your upper back and your shoulder area specifically. And the reason these are going to be helpful is for a lot of us that sit at office desks and office chairs, we're going to be on our keyboards, right? So we're going to have our arms kind of reaching out. We might even be rounding in the spine, rounding in the shoulders. And that tends to create a lot of tension in our upper back and our upper shoulder area. So by doing these 3 exercises today, it could help with mobility in your shoulders. It could help reduce some of that tension. And so we're going to go ahead and do that. It'll give you a little break from your office day and allow you to have some movement and have some space, okay? Creating space in the body. So with these exercises, we are going to do one warm up. That's just to help ensure that we don't create any tears in the shoulders. There's lots of little tiny muscles. We don't want to create any extra stretching that could lead to tears or anything like that if we're overextending. So we want to make sure that we're warming them up a little. So first things first, let's go ahead and make sure that we're sitting in our office chair, sitting up nice and straight. Make sure that your feet are flat on the ground, that you're not sitting with your legs crossed here, okay? You want to have nice straight spine, but also you want to have your hips straight. You don't want to have one hip lifting or the other, okay? Feet firmly planted on the ground. Sit up nice and tall. We'll take a deep breath in and exhale it out through the mouth. Perfect. Let's go ahead and bring the arms out to the sides, and we're just doing some simple circles with the shoulders. That's it for this warm up. Super simple, easy. You could do it, like I said, right in your office chair. You should hopefully have the space to do this. If you have an office buddy, just ask them to scoot over for a second. You could also actually, if you don't have the space for that, you could actually just do some shoulder rolls. Okay. So that is an option. But for today, we are going to have our arms out to the sides, extend it, and doing circles. Now let's take in reverse. This is really helping with those shoulder joints. Giving ourselves a little warm up here. Wonderful. Perfect. So this first exercise we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and put our arms at a 90-degree angle. We're going to be stacking our right elbow on top of our left bicep here, okay? So bring the arms forward. They're at like 11 o'clock. And now we're going to stack this right elbow on top of that left bicep. From here, the backs of the hands could stay pressed against one another, or option to wrap even further. Okay, from here, make sure that your spine is nice and long. You're lengthening through the spine. Neck is neutral. Inhale, lifting the arms up. We're taking 3 to 4 breaths here. Perfect. Inhale in. Exhale out. And then we'll release. So we're going to take it to the other side now. This time I'll make sure that I stay forward so that you can see it from another angle. So this time stacking on top to elbow on top of right bicep. And then from there, we can either backs of the hands or clasp the hands together. Inhale, lifting the arms straight up to the ceiling, to the sky. Make sure that you're really breathing. You don't want to be holding your breath here. Make sure you're breathing through these poses. Last breath. Perfect release. Okay. Second exercise we're going to do, we're going to give ourselves a little pat on the back with our right hand. As we do that, you notice our elbow automatically goes up. We're going to kind of reach back further, see if we could get that elbow going up to the sky. Take your left hand, maybe it presses on the right elbow here. And we could stay here. If this is where your comfort is, this is perfectly fine. But I'm going to offer 2 more variations here. So second variation, if you have a strap, you could use that. If you have a belt that you can remove from your pants, you could use that. If you have a scarf, you could use that. If you have a towel, you could use that. So there's lots of different options here that you could use as a prop. I'm going to turn this angle just so that you could get a better idea of how I'm using the strap, but the arm is going to be that same position. The right arm is reaching back. I have the hand going back towards my middle of my spine, my center back, right? Fingers are down. And instead of using my left hand to grab my right elbow, I'm going to take that strap in my right hand. I'm going to take the strap behind me. I'm reaching back with my left hand now. And then from here, I'm just grabbing that strap with my left hand. So I have the strap in both my right and left hand now. And I'm staying here like this, or option to inch those fingertips towards one another. Now, what I'm getting from this is I'm adding another layer of stretching here, because now my left arm is also stretching. I have my right arm that's externally rotated, left arm's internally rotated. It adds another variation, right? So third option here is we can now take those arms in that same position, but maybe you have a little bit more mobility of the shoulders. Then you could go ahead and clasp the hands. So you could reach the hands and clasp them there behind your back. And that is that third variation. So let's go ahead and take it to the left side now. So left arm comes up, pat ourselves on the back. Right arm up if that's the variation you're using. Otherwise, you could use your strap and do that variation, or the third option that I showed you. Last breath. Wonderful. So this third one that we're going to be doing is going to be some gentle little cat cows from our chair. We're going to be opening the chest, and then we'll be rounding into the spine as we close it on the exhale, okay? So just like we started off when we were doing that preparation for the eagle pose, we kind of put our arms up. We're doing that again. This time we want to really make sure that we're kind of drawing the scapulas, those chicken wings, back towards one another. They're pulling back as we open our chest more. Our sternum is pulling up. Inhale. And then as we exhale, we round it to the shoulders. We're rounding to the shoulders, arms coming together, palms together, and then exhale down into a forward fold, okay? So we're coming down towards our thighs. So I'm going to show it from this angle. Inhale, open, exhale, close it up, folding forward. Inhale, open. One more. Perfect. Great job, guys. So those are 3 exercises that you could do right from your office chair. They only take about 3 to 5 minutes. That's what's wonderful about them. The beauty about it is it gives you a little break. It helps release some of that tension in your shoulders and your back. And hopefully you'll feel a little bit better because you're taking that time to just break from your day and not powering through that office time. So, all right, have a good day. Until next time.